Say in the winter time, what were you doing on an outpost?
We'd stand back to back and continuously rotate around, turning. You know, someplace in the woods, up ahead of the company, a ways, out ahead of the company someplace. As far as sometimes we picked our own spot when we went out there.
So you stay pretty much in the same.
Probably stay one place and usually try to pick. If it was moonlight and snow on the ground, you probably get in the shadow. To get a shadow of a tree or something that reflected. But we stood back to back, and then we'd rotate. We'd keep turning. We'd stand. Well, for one thing, it kept your feet warm, and another, you know, by moving all the time. And then you could.
Oh, so you'd be like a. I mean, almost a constant rotation.
Slowly.
Yeah. But I mean, you didn't really stop, stay. You just kind of.
We just slowly kept turning around all the time.
Well, how about if you were with a guy like Beehive?
That's what we did. He's the one that chewed tobacco and he spit in the snow and without a ring. I was all kidding. I said, it looked like a bunch of turkeys been set up in the tree. Oh, it's good, man. It's like a baseball in the jaw.
So how was it determined who would be standing outposts together? So like Beehive.
We had a kind of like our platoon. I don't know if our platoon leader kept the roster or something, so we took turns out there. We were supposed to be out there about maybe. The time varied. It was probably 2-3 hours to be out, then we'd come in, and then somebody else would go out there for, like, listening patrols was the same way. We'd be out there, maybe stand out, we'd be out there, and then you'd come back in and somebody else would go out. We had turns at night. We'd go and come back in, and then they said, okay, you knew who the next guys were supposed to go.
Yeah. So like, would it be guys from the mortar squad? I mean, because Beehive he wasn't mortar squad? He was mortar squad too.
Mortars.
So it'd be you 8 guys in your squad would rotate.
Yeah.
Until morning. And then
it started getting light. They pull back in again.
Coffee this morning?
We get back to unit for daylight in the morning. Usually.
Well, did you ever see anything when you were on the outposts?
Well, most of what you did out there, no, I can't remember if they. Then we'd be listening too, you know, listening for us too. But we didn't see anything in the woods because they probably are doing the same thing.
Yeah, there might be. They might be.
We didn't happen to run into another terminal. It's possible you could have bypassed them and passed them in the woods tonight. Who knows?
And they're doing the same thing.
I know.
Both of you hope.
Lieutenant Emery, he led a patrol one night, and it was snowing. It snowed, and he saw the hole, the foxhole. He ran real quick and they jumped in there with his 45, and it was two crows, and then they weren't standing up. They were looking. They sent patrol to capture prisoners for questioning. That was what they were after that night. They were trying to catch some crowd on the outpost, sneak up. And they try to get him. They want him for questioning. They take him. And that they were telling about. It's written up in the history someplace where Fairless Bostic was the leading patrol. And he was the craziest guy.